This is a magnetic wireless charger, and it has a little ring that you can use as a kickstand or phone holder. It has magnets built in, and so if your phone has the ring of metal in the back, like MagSafe for example, or some Android phones have that, it will stick to your phone. So it does not include a power adapter, and they recommend pairing it up with a power adapter that's either power delivery or quick charge compatible, and that can provide 20 watts if you want to get the full power out of this. So it can accept input of 5 volts or 9 volts or 12 volts. And to get the full 15 watt charging out of it, it needs to have that 12 volts at 1.5 amp input. So they have sent me this to review for free. They haven't paid me for this review. If you wanted to purchase it yourself, you would need to pay $30. All right, so in the kit, there is the magnetic charging adapter with the kind of hand-holding ring or kickstand ring, and it has a USB-C port. It also comes with a USB-C to C cable. Now, they include a stick-on magnet ring. So if your phone does not have the magnet in the steel ring inside of it, you can stick this ring to your phone so that this guy will attach to your phone. And it attaches to that steel ring quite sturdily. Now, it is also possible to use this just as a travel adapter, where you simply take your phone and put it on top of this to charge, and it's a lightweight travel adapter. So my phone has a case on the back, and it has a slight bit of magnetic attraction to the phone, but my phone does not have the full metal ring in it. So I would have to put this between my case and my phone if I wanted to have this snap directly to where it should be. And they include this little guy here so you can help and get that centered on your phone when you're lining it up. They have some guide stickers, dust collection stickers, some wet and dry wipes. There's also this sheet here with some instructions. This here is the instructions for the MagStick Premium Metal Universal Ring. So that's this MagStick ring here. So if I take the case off of my phone, there's enough magnetic attraction here that it would stick on and stay in place charging. However, it's not really enough to be using this as the kickstand will. It holds it up there, but it kind of can rotate and slide with the slightest touch. So if I wanted to make use of this as a phone holder or kickstand, I would need to glue on one of these magnetic attachment rings. Just as a charger, I can take my phone home, snap this guy on, and it's going to charge it. Now, through the case, there's a little bit of indication of where the center is, but it doesn't really hold on. So I can leave this on a table, set this down on it, and it will magnetically charge, but it's not going to stick to it through a case. Now, if I mounted the ring on the phone inside the case, this guy would stay stuck on, but not super well. So it could work okay, but it's not going to be working as a kickstand. So if you want to use this as a kickstand, you're either going to need to put the magnetic ring on the outside of your case, or have it directly on the back of your phone without a case. So I'm testing the cable that came provided with this guy. It's transferring at 20 volts, 2.95 amps, so it's basically a 3 amp cable. That means it will do 60 watts at 20 volts. Now if you're at 15 volts, it's going to do 45 watts. If you're at 9 volts, it'll do about 27 watts. And if you're at 5 volts, this guy will only transfer about 15 watts. So I have this guy plugged into a USB-C power delivery outlet. It is negotiated up to 9 volts, and when there's nothing attached to it, it's drawing very little power, 0.0 amps. So the total watt here is like 1/10 of a watt, maybe a 20th of a watt. Now there are absolutely no indicator lights here, so there's no LEDs that say, hey, it's powered, it's working, or it's not working. So the only indication you have is whatever your phone tells you when you put it back here. Now on my phone, it popped up the thing that said, hey, I'm charging at a certain percentage point. It says charging wirelessly at 78%. My phone is limited to 7.5 watts wireless charging, so it's not super high-powered wireless charging. And this guy now is drawing 1.1 amps at 9 volts. And so from a power standpoint, this guy is drawing about 10 watts, so 9.9 to 10.1 watts. So I'm assuming that my phone is charging at the full 7.5 watts, and then we have, 3 watts of loss due to inductive wireless charging. So this guy is able to charge my phone at its full rate. All right, so this guy is designed to really stay attached to your phone most of the time. And so you can have a kickstand or kind of something to put your finger through to hold your phone. And that would work pretty well if you had a MagSafe compatible phone that had a very strong magnetic connection. So my phone, it will charge, but it will not stick to the phone strongly enough to make use of the other features like, the kickstand or, using it as something to hold onto your phone with. So I've gotten this primarily as a travel Qi charging base. So I wanted something super small that wouldn't take up hardly any room. I can use my normal USB-C phone charger if I need to charge quickly, but if I'm somewhere where I'm going to be there a while, I can just leave this on a desk and set my phone on it to charge, pick it up when I want to use it, put it back down, not have to plug things in and out. So as a very small, minimal Qi charging circle, this guy is exactly what I needed.